Alright, good morning everyone and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading and making money trading foreign exchange. So let's get into it. The risk disclaimer screen first, because we're going to be talking about some live trades or some real trades. See, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker. Trading my own capital. I also am in two trading challenges, two prop firm trading challenges with AUDUSD Capital and FXFI, both out of London. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. Not that that's a plus, but I have held NFA registration in the past. Foreign exchange trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Trade only with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. Now, the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. If the high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go into this. And here we go. I'm fighting off Henry. Henry's very hungry today, apparently. He's trying to eat me, which I'm not fond of. And his little beak hurts. If you've ever had a parakeet before, they hurt. So here we are in my demo account. Yep, my demo account. And let's take a look at this last trade we did yesterday. Ouch. I did, it was more of a hunch than anything, because for some reason it just looked good. So that is the minus 700 is not it, but the 705 is it. I did a 1% trade on with a 1.5 lot on a $47,000 account and brought in $700 in theory. Again, it's a demo account, so it's not really it's money, but it's not real money. It's paper trading, so to speak. So let me see where we go now. So let's go back to this account, and we did the same thing here. And all history, do that. Ow, Henry, knock it off. You're about to get caged, bird. Ow! Get out of here. Take about 50 bites like that. So we're up 233 on that one, closing out of 231 on this one, which improved my balance and it made me back in the living category, as I would like to think of it. And over here, the other winning trade is over here on my $15,000 account. And it is also not positions, orders, trade history. Now you're going to be good? Okay. He's going to be good. Is up 141. Again, I went with 1% because that was in the memory. Now, after I got the trade set and then went home and saw that it was going profitable, I just thought that could have been a 2% risk instead of a 1% risk, since I was only trading one trade per account. So I could have done that a little differently and made some more money, but I didn't. So this is what we're looking at this morning as far as the strength meter goes. The dollar is way down here on the bottom. Not sure why, but at any rate, see what the Fed watch is still saying on this. Probably going up to about 92% on Fed watch. I'm gonna have some coffee. 87.2, and no, Dunkin' is better than Starbucks. I said it. Let's see. So this is also what I'm looking at here. Is the DXY is down. However, it's looks like it might be trying to turn around there, but we have another. That candle just got started. That's a baby. That's a fresh candle. I think he wants his computer on, don't you? Is that better? Now you have something to look at too. Well, here's a little feed on my other laptop. So it is now beginning to tank since I had fixed Henry's computer for him. Come here, Henry. You're not even in the shot because you're blue. You're blending in with the green screen. So we're looking at a possible trade showing up here. Let's go back to the euro. First, I also want to show you something else. Bollinger Bands. This is what got me curious. This is where I got into that trade yesterday. I was trading right around here and I started to bottom out. And it was a hunch for me to play that trade, and this is why, because I forgot about Bollinger Bands. And but since I've been looking at this for 20, 30 years, it reminded me that Bollinger Bands work. So I actually saw this on my phone, and then decided, hey, well, let's set some up over here too. And also the Fibonacci's. The Fibonacci's is something else I touched on yesterday. As I noticed, it was approaching a 100% retrace on that. I thought, oh, it's going to bounce off that 100, and it did. And now it's up right around just shy of the 38.2 retrace. Might retrace all the way up to 117. It's been at 23.6, so we're looking at 04, looking at 35 pips of potential profit. I don't see it going much higher than 117.43. And this chart shows it better and adjusts quicker, so 126, not sure, surely not going there. 124, 117.6. So 117.6 tends to be about where it's going to go right now without any massive major things happening. So I don't know if I'm going to trade this or not today. I don't seem to feel compelled to. It is a Thursday. If I'm going to trade it, I need to trade it. And if not, however, I would like to have a high probability trade, if possible. So now we're starting to get the bullish change of character right there. And I would have it coming in here right about 1678, and then its sell-off territory is looking around 117. Now let's go ahead and give us just another shot. So I'll go in 116.80 will be my buy stop, and we'll look at a full retrace, probably up to 117.24. I'll go 2% on that one. So let's do this. Which count do I want to start with first? But yeah, let's look at some other currencies too. The euro versus the dollar, that's what's happening there. The yen versus the dollar is ranging again. Again, nothing off the trend lines. Did break the trend line pretty successfully right there, but it's still in a really tight range. And that's where it kind of throws off trend lines. Because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen after that. If it starts ranging. Still developing that wedge right there. Still a little bit premature on that trade. Dollar versus the yen. The pound versus the yen. Not real fond of that. And Aussie. Just right at the trend line right now. Just looks like that trade is over. That's up 80 pips. That may have been the trade yesterday. It was in the Aussie, and I wasn't too keen on that. Ooh, look at this. A very successful break of the on the loonie. That may be a bounce trade right there. Trade. Let's come back over here. Canadian. No. Not so sure about that. But it is entering this green trade right here, so I could see a bounce at 137.70. And then we also have some big news coming in, which could have it blow out completely the opposite direction. RSI is showing oversold at 29.14. And I need to make a decision on this because I've got to go to work. I think that's a big pullback on that one. Let's see what kind of news we've got coming out today that could change everybody's minds. If we have FOMC member speaks. Oh, preliminary GDP is going to be revised today, maybe. So if GDP, let's say it meets that number of 3.1%. 3.1% gives it means GDP is growing more than expected. That means it's going to turn off the rate cut concept. Unemployment claims. I want to pull the trigger on this, but I don't see anything moving the way I want it to. If I were in the office at 9 o'clock, then I would be trading on this. But I'll wait until the news came out. So, there. Go back over here for a second. Let's see what for Japanese versus the yen looks like. Throw in a Bollinger Band in there, 20 indicator, trend, Bollinger Bands, 120, and sea green, which is right, not long green, medium sea green, yellow green. Sea green is in someplace weird. It's like not with the greens, if I remember correctly. I'll do medium sea green on that. Yeah, so tightening Bollinger Bands there. Not fond of that. Dollar right here. Oh, that's 1 hour. Get the correct time frame, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's not really going anywhere. So nothing's really moving today. So I'm not going to trade today. I'm going to wrap this up because I've been through all the currencies and reviewed my trades, and now also I got another big question answered on my end, considering this is my first trade challenge. We're gonna log in here. Oh, everything was put in there by magic. Where's the captcha? Okay. All right, let me on. Okay, great. Complete KYC. I don't know what that is. I guess we'll get there when we get there. Is this? We have. My max loss limit went down after yesterday's win, so I do like that. That it didn't hold that max loss limit. Now just every time I lose something, I add to it, so that's good. Completed all 5 days of trading. Yada yada yada. And after that, we'll go to last stages live account, like that. So I am here. I don't know what a KYC is, but we'll worry about that later. I don't see anything to trade right now, so we're not going to. We're going to leave it at that. Let the chips fall where they may, which means I'm going to keep my powder dry, so to speak. That is looking very bounce worthy right there on the yen. I do like that. Again, this is mostly going with gut on this. I'm just seeing things that I like. Let's do this. Okay, pound yen. I'm going to set it up in here first to see what it looks like first. Trade, pound yen, right here. First position size. Calculator 2%. And 7, close enough. 2.7 standard lots. Wow. 47. So 2% risk. Let's do that. Trading, new order. 2.75. Market execution, pending order. Buy stop. 147.06. Uh, 50 pip stop loss. 146.56. And take profit. 148.5. Over 3 to 1. Place. We probably won't see 3 to 1. We might see, pull this down to about here, 2 to 1. A 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio on that one. So we're gonna, well, I like that trade. Let's do it. Okay, so pull this over here where I can see it. All right. See how quickly I can do this. Because they'll find somebody else to work for me at work, which will not work. Trading platforms right here. Go back over to the yen. And we're going to come in here. Buy stop. Size calculator, 1.47. And over here, we're going to do it again. That one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yes, that one. Come right here at 1.76. Again, another buy stop. Protection orders, stop loss, take pips. 656 and 8.0. 6. I like that. That makes me happy. Okay, and I'll set up the rest of these on my cell phone for my live accounts. So there we have it. We got another trade coming in today. We'll see how this works out. I like the bounce theory on that one. It's looking like it's prime for a bounce, so we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Let's see if this trade works out, and I will talk with you later. If you like this video, then like and subscribe, and I will be with you tomorrow. We'll see how this works out. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.